Chapter 8, The Fall from Grace, Bathsheba and Consequences. Today we come to one of the most painful and honest moments in the life of David. Not a battle he fought with swords, but a battle he lost in his own heart. Because the greatest danger to a person is rarely outside them. It is the moment they believe that they are above falling. A king who stayed home. It was spring, the season when kings normally went to war, but David stayed behind in Jerusalem. At first, that sounds harmless, a leader taking a rest. Yet many failures in life begin not with evil intentions, but with idle moments, when purpose pauses and temptation often speaks louder. One evening, walking on his rooftop, David saw a woman bathing. Her name was Bathsheba, and in that moment, the king who had resisted lions, giants, and armies did not resist his own desire. He sent for her. The sin multiplies. Bathsheba became pregnant. Now David faced a choice: confess or cover. Instead of repentance, he chose strategy. Her husband Uriah the Hittite was a loyal soldier fighting for David's kingdom. David tried to send him home so it would appear the child was his, but Uriah refused comfort while his fellow soldiers slept in tents. So David committed a darker act. He sent orders to place Uriah in the fiercest battle and withdraw support. In simple terms, the king arranged the death of a faithful man to hide his own sin. Then David married Bathsheba. Outwardly, the problem seemed solved, but heaven had not ignored it. The prophet's visit. God sent the prophet Nathan. Nathan did not accuse immediately. He told a story. A rich man stole a poor man's only lamb, the one he loved like family. And David burned with anger. This man deserves punishment. Then Nathan spoke the words that shattered the palace. You are the man. In that instant, David realized the sin he justified privately was visible publicly to God. David repented sincerely. He fasted, prayed, and wept. God forgave him, but forgiveness does not always erase earthly consequences. And so Nathan prophesied, violence would rise within David's family. Turmoil would follow his household, and the child born from the sin would not live. The baby became ill. For days, David lay on the ground begging God to spare the child. But the child died, and the palace fell silent. Then something unexpected happened. David rose, washed, worshipped, and ate. His servants were confused. While the child lived, he mourned. After the child died, he stood. And David explained in simple faith. He could pray while there was hope, but he trusted God once the answer came. And later, Bathsheba bore another son, Solomon. And from that broken place, God still brought a future king. This story teaches something deeply human. A good person can fall greatly. Power does not remove temptation, and hiding sin multiplies pain. But also, true repentance restores relationship, even when consequences remain. David's greatness was never that he was perfect. It was that he returned to God when he failed. The story of David and Bathsheba is uncomfortable because it's honest. It shows us a king acting like a flawed human, a prophet speaking truth to power, and a God who disciplines but does not abandon. Because grace does not pretend sin never happened. Grace meets us after it does. And from the ashes of David's worst moment came Solomon and the future of Israel. Failure was not the end of David's story. It became the beginning of humility. So join me next time for video 9, where we go into family turmoil, rebellions, and heartache.